Hi guys, welcome to another video. This is going to be another episode of my plant diaries, and I'm excited for this one because I have a little mini haul ready for you guys as well. I got a few supplies when I went to Home Depot to go get some plants, and then I have a lot of new additions to our household, so I'm excited about those. I think we have 7 new additions. I don't know, but they're at the beginning of this video, right after with the voiceover and all. But you'll see those are super cute, and they're different than my other ones so far. And then I've also got a little bit of updates on my other plants that were included in my last plant diaries. And I finally figured out some things that had to do with those plants. But yes, I'm excited to show you guys the new plants I have, as well as updates on my other plants. Okay. So we went to Home Depot, I think it was like so today's Friday, Tuesday. We went to Home Depot on Tuesday, and I got, I think, I got 3 plants then. And then I did make it to one of the nurseries that we have around here. I think that was last week. No, not last week. The week before last, or the weekend before last, and I got a few plants there too. So I definitely added quite a bit since my last video, so I'm excited to show you guys those. They seem to be doing really good right now, and then you'll be able to see. But if you have any recommendations on like plant care, on any plant tools that you think I need, or just any recommendations overall, or your thoughts, I'd love to hear those in the comments below. But yes, I'm excited to get into it today. So I also got a few supplies when I went to Home Depot. I didn't really get anything at the nursery, but I did get some stuff on Monday, and I'm excited to share those with you. So my Dia had been telling me about, my Dia, which is my aunt, had been telling me about how she recently just got a moisture meter for her plants, for the soil in her plants, and she recommended that I also have one just in case. You know, sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out whether your plants need watering with just sticking your finger in there, especially because you don't stick your finger in that deep to be able to really tell if the soil is actually moist overall. So she did recommend that I get a moisture meter, and I actually really like this so far because it has helped already with figuring out whether my plants need to be watered more often, or if they need to be watered less, or just to kind of check in on it too. And this one is like a 3-in-1 type of meter. It measures the moisture level, and then it also measures the light level, and then it also measures the pH level. Well, here it says alkaline and acidic. I don't know, I'll do a little close-up so you guys can take a look at what it actually looks like in here. So the moisture meter has worked really good. I've already tried it, and I immediately, within having this for only a week, I already realized that I was letting my rubber trees get too dry, and I thought that was an issue, but then I also thought that I might have been overwatering it. So this has been helping so much with my rubber trees, which I'm very happy with, because I've already noticed it make a difference in my rubber tree, and you'll see that in the video of all my plants that you'll see later in this video. But yes, so this has already done great things for my plant babies. I try to use the light option on this meter as well. So what you do is, like, you put it in, so say this is your plant, you put it in front of your plant, and you kind of like angle where the light's coming from, and it's supposed to tell you like how much light. It goes from dark to like extremely light, and it didn't really make much of a difference when I was measuring it. However, I wanted to check to see if it worked, so I opened the curtains to one of our door windows, and the light meter did go all the way to like having full sun. Maybe my area where I have all my plants, my little dining area, is too dark for them, or it's just too dark overall. However, my plants are doing fine, so I'm not really worried about it. And then the pH meter, I haven't really used it. Maybe I should try that. Maybe I'll do a video on me trying this for you guys, so you guys can kind of take a look and see. This one that I have here is you know what, I'll include it in the description because I don't have the actual box with me, and it doesn't really say exactly what it is, and I don't have the packaging anymore. So I'll include this in the description so you guys can find one that's similar or exactly the same as this one. But it's actually helped me a lot. So I'm glad that my tia recommended for me to have one of these, because I had seen these before, but I never really looked into them to see if I wanted one or needed one. But it's actually helped a lot. So I'm happy about that. And hopefully overall, like, this will be very helpful in kind of deciding whether it's time to water my plants or not time to water my plants. Yeah, we will see. But I really, really like this stick. And it was only like $8, I think, or $9. But I'll include the link in the description so you guys can find one of these if you guys are interested in these. I also got, my husband bought me a little package of wildflowers, and this is a hummingbird and butterfly mixture. So I am very excited for this because I do want to plant all of these wildflowers to attract hummingbirds as well as butterflies. And I've always liked wildflowers and like having color around, so I'm excited to plant this and to hopefully have them grow. I haven't really planted with seeds before, so that'll be new for me, but I'm excited, and it was only $4, so I'm excited for these. It's a bunch of different wildflowers that you can see here, probably even more, but yes, I'm excited about this. I will most likely make a video of me planting these or potting these and then kind of keeping track of how it goes. Hopefully it goes good, but yes, so I got a little package of wildflowers. And then I got some terracotta pots because I'm thinking about propagating some of my plants. I haven't propagated before. I'm a little bit intimidated. I was telling my tia about that because I just don't know if it's going to shock my plants or anything, or they're not going to grow anymore. So I'm just kind of scared. But I think I do want to try it. It doesn't, I watched a lot of videos and it doesn't look like it'll be too bad. But yes, so I got a few pots. Maybe I'll propagate. Maybe. And I just like having these on hand for any reason, really. So yes, I got a couple of those, and I also got the saucers. And then, well, me and my husband have both bought from Home Depot, like maybe a year or a year and a half ago, these big pots for like outside, where you'd be able to like plant a tree. And we did have a citrus tree for a little while in this big pot that we bought, and it was only like maybe $18, and it was a pretty big pot, and it was like really cute. It's like a flatter, rounder pot, and we had it in our front little patio area at our other house. But so yes, we went into this greenhouse area of the Home Depot, and they had like a wall of planters and pots and things like that. And then we found a miniature version of the big pots that we had gotten a year or something before, and it is so cute because it's not, it's heavy, but it's so cute and little, and I want to use it for the inside of the house. I don't really have a plant to put into it right now at the moment, but I'm thinking that once my monstera gets a little bit bigger, or maybe I'll transplant one of our Dracaena trees into it. But it's so cute. This is exactly what that pot looks like. It's just bigger, and it obviously goes, well, I wouldn't have that one inside, but this one's small. It's only 11 inches or 10 inches, I think. Let's see. Yes, it's a 10-inch terracotta cylinder, handmade in Mexico. But yes, so we got this super cute pot. It was only, I think, $5 something, so $6. And then we also got the saucer for the pot, which was also $6, I think. So altogether it was $12. And I just love it because it's a miniature version of what we have at our other house. Sorry, my camera turned off. So I'm excited to either repot one of my other plants in this once it gets a little bit bigger and it outgrows its current pot, which my monstera is getting very big, but I don't think it's time to get repotted into a pot this big yet. But we'll see. Maybe I'll get another plant. Good excuse to get another plant. You ask me. Okay. But yes, so this little pot is my favorite right now. I haven't decided what we're going to do with it yet, but I'll figure it out soon, and then I'll probably let you guys know in my next episode. But yes, that's all I have for you. It's just a little mini haul, and I'm happy with our purchases so far. And I'll probably do other episodes where you guys are able to see how this stick works, like the progress of these wildflowers, and then I'll let you guys know what I do with the pots that we got as well. But yes, I'm excited for my purchases, and I'm excited to let you guys see the new plants that I got from both the nursery as well as Home Depot. There are a few plants that I have been wanting for a while, so I am so happy that I finally have them. There is a lot of plants that I still have on my wish list, but I'll get to those eventually. But yeah, that's all of the updates I have for you guys. Alright, I'll let you guys see my new plants. Alright, so what I have here is a bunny-eared cactus. It's a little baby cactus, not that small, but it is smaller than like a big statement piece cactus. And I've been wanting this for quite a while now, and I found this cute one that actually has multiple, I guess you can say, pads for $10 at Home Depot, and it is in a, I think it's like a 6-inch pot, plastic pot, and it already has some new growth here. I don't know if it'll focus, but there's a little baby new growth pad there, and then there's a long new growth pad here, which I'm very excited about. I love this cactus so much. And then I got this mini cactus. I'm not too sure what kind of cactus it is, but I got it for $3 at one of our local nurseries, and I thought it was so cute because it's just a single cacti, and if you can see, it's right next to my little crocheted cactus that I have, and I just thought it was so cute and I had to have it. This cactus right here, my husband fell in love with. He just was literally mesmerized by how perfect its spikes were. And I don't know if you can tell, but it just looks so perfect. It's like almost hypnotizing, and it's a almost perfect little circle cactus. But I really love this, and I think it would look really cute in like the decorative pot because it's just so perfect and mesmerizing. Really, I love this one. And we also found this one at Home Depot for $10 as well. It's also in the 6-inch plastic pot. Here I have my marbled pothos that I got from the local nursery. This one was, I believe, like $4 or maybe $5. It has a lot of marbled leaves, and it also has new growth, which I am very happy with. My other pothos is a little bit larger, and it does have more stems that are kind of falling over already, kind of, what is it called? Trailing. My older pothos only has a couple of marbled leaves, but this one is definitely way more marbled, so, and I'm excited to see that if the new growth will be just as marbled. This is my Swiss cheese plant I was telling you guys about earlier. I am very excited for this one. I got it for $8 at Home Depot. It did have some damage to a lot of the leaves, and then its trailing stems were kind of messed up as well. But I did do a little bit of a trim, and then I don't know if you will be able to tell here, but it already is looking so much better and happier. I'm very excited for this one because I just love how unique it is and how just so cute it is. It's so exciting to have this in my collection now. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but I already spotted a little baby new growth, and I am so excited because I was kind of scared that it wasn't going to produce any new growth for me just because it was a little bit of damaged already, but this was the best looking one there. But it does have a little sprout of new growth at the end of its little baby node here, and I am just so excited to see how big this one will get and how many leaves it'll grow. Alright, and this is my Chinese evergreen. I did get it at the local nursery by us. This one was only like, I'm not too sure how much it was, but it was very affordable, which I really loved because it's already pretty big. And you can see here that it has so much new growth. It came with so much new growth, but since I've had it, it's gotten so much more new growth. And how beautiful is the pattern on the leaves on this Chinese evergreen. It just makes me so happy because it's its unique little style that it has here. You can see the little baby new growth right there, but I love this one so much, and since I've gotten it, it's been super happy. It's been growing like crazy, and it's doing really well here. Look at how big it is. It was not that big when I first got it. It has grown so much in just like maybe 2 weeks. It's grown so much, so I'm very happy to have this new plant baby and see how big it will grow. Okay, and back to my peace lilies that hate me. So my tia told me that I should try putting my peace lily in a glass instead of having it in a pot with soil. So I recently tried that, and it's already getting a new leaf. If I would have just done this sooner, I would not have lost so many leaves from it, and I would have just probably had new growth already. But I'm so happy that it actually bounced back and it is giving me new growth now. This is my 3 different kinds of Dracaena. It has been doing really well. It's been giving me a lot of new growth as well. I think I might have to repot this one though because it's in a small little pot, and I'm not too sure which out of the 3 is outgrowing the pot. The roots are coming out from the bottom, so I'll probably have to repot this one. My first monstera here has actually been bouncing back pretty well. I remember telling you guys in the last video, which I'll link here, that this one was struggling a lot, and it might have just been because our living room area does not have a lot of good lighting, but it's bounced back so well and it hasn't gotten any new growth, but it does not look sad. It hasn't been having any dying leaves, and it just looks really healthy, so I'm happy for this one. I'm happy that it actually likes this area, and hopefully soon it'll give me some new growth, but I'm just happy that it's happy. Alright, my big monstera here. This one has been doing incredibly well. This is the only leaf with a slit in it. My other leaves are getting pretty big, but they don't have any slits in them yet. This one's been doing super well as well. It's very healthy. It doesn't have any dying leaves on it, and it's been giving me so much new growth as well. In my last Plant Diaries video, you can see that there is a new growth coming out, and it's very tightly curled, but it's since then given me already I think 3 or 4 new curled leaves. And you can see this tiny one down here. This one has just recently been growing. This one up here has been growing so fast I almost didn't notice it for a long while, and then finally I was like, oh my gosh, it's getting so big and it's gonna start to uncurl soon, and you can see that here. And then the one new growth that I was sharing with you guys in the last Plant Diaries video is now starting to uncurl completely. You can see that here. It looks so good, and it's already a big leaf, so I'm very excited to see if my other leaves will start getting slits in them. It might still take them a little while, but I'm just happy that I've gotten so much new growth from this one, and it's getting big so fast. I think I want to actually make a moss pole. I might do a video where I'm making a moss pole for this monstera because it does need the support. It likes to branch out to the sides and forward, but I feel like it might do good with a little bit of support to pull it back and up instead of like all stretched out. It might make it look more nice and sturdy too. But I wanted to have support because it has been getting a little bit heavy, and the pot is plastic, so it doesn't really hold it down that great. So let me know what you think. Okay, and this is my rubber tree that I was telling you guys about earlier in this video. When I used a moisture stick, it told me that my rubber tree was dry as heck, and so I started to give it more water because it is a tropical plant, so I am supposed to at least keep it a little bit more moist than dry. And since I've done that, I don't know if you guys remember in the last Plant Diaries episode, but these leaves were sad, like they were just straight drooping, and now look at them, they're starting to get a little bit more of a lift, they're starting to look a little bit more happy. So this one is still struggling. I just started kind of getting back on keeping this one moist, but just like this one looks super sad and droopy is how my other one looked until I started to give it more water. So hopefully this one bounces back soon. But I also wanted to include this here because I want to be transparent with you guys. Not all of my plants love me, and that's okay. I'm still trying to figure it out with them as well. My little transplanted aloe vera is doing really well. No change really. It kind of just is still growing, but not super fast. But it's still healthy and it looks super cute in here too. My other aloe vera that I also replanted, or I'm sorry, that I also transplanted from my outside aloe vera has been giving me new growth. So I'm excited about that. And it's also very healthy and happy. And of course, my Dracaena corn plant has been doing amazingly well. It's been giving me so many long leaves, so many new leaves, so many little sprouts. This one has been doing so good, and I honestly was a little bit scared getting this one because I didn't really know how to care for this, but I honestly haven't been doing anything special for it, and it's been loving it here. So I'm very happy with this Dracaena corn plant. I definitely recommend it for those that are looking for a easy plant to take care of. It's kind of a staple plant as well, but I definitely would recommend this corn plant. If you're new to getting plants, if you're just a new plant parent, I would definitely look into getting a corn plant. But here are its little sprouts, and they have already grown since the last video. But yes, there's two new little sprouts, and I haven't done anything special with this one. I've just been trying to keep it happy, trying to water it, mist it, but it's been doing super well, and I'm very happy with it. Alright, I hope you guys liked that video, and I hope you guys like my new plants that I got. I was super excited to get the Swiss cheese plant. Well, really just all of them. I was excited to get all of them, but I was most excited for the Swiss cheese plant. Okay, I've been really into cactus these days, so I'm excited to have a few cactus in my collection now too. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. If you have any thoughts or recommendations, please comment down below. I do little baby updates on like my stories on Instagram, so I'll have all my socials here for you guys. And then I also will include all of the items from my mini haul in the description below, as well as a link to my socials in the description below. And let's see what else. Oh, I'll also link the previous episode here. One of these corners. I'll link the previous episode there so you guys can take a look. The plants look like earlier last month, and then what they look like now, and kind of my progress with them too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next. Bye!